Michael Olise for Ballon d'Or. Michael Olise for president. Give him the keys to the city. This guy needs it all. He deserves every accolade. He deserves everything. Give him a knighthood. Make him king for the day. Do it all. This guy has cooked up a barnstorm. But you know when you see a Ballon d'Or winning player already before they even got there, before it's even time for the award ceremony, before it's even time to get nominated, it is Olise. All it will take is for him to not win it, to not win the Champions League, not to win the World Cup, whatever. If he doesn't do that, then yeah, he's not going to win it. But I can sense it. This is the same running with Vinny Jr. I know he got robbed of it, but you got Lewandowski, his run when he got robbed off it, he was on a mad one. Messi, Ronaldo, even Modric. I know it was undeserved to be honest, but still you can see he was on a roll. He was playing out of his mind. Elise is doing the same thing. He is playing out of his mind the same way Dembele was last season. All it needs is for him to win the Champions League, and it is set in stone, regardless of what happens in the World Cup. That's my opinion. But yeah, this guy, Olise, all game. I expected. I called it a couple of days ago on my TikTok. I said he is going to prove himself. This is the game where it's you start etching your name, your case onto why you're gonna win the Ballon d'Or, why you should be winning the Ballon d'Or, and he has started it off very, very well. All game, taking on your man, cooking them. He cooked Carreras so much this game. I'm surprised he didn't even get subbed off. Dean Huijsen got subbed off at 62 minutes, but realistically, it should have been Carreras as well. He fried them a new one. And it's not even, yeah, he had the link up play with Gnabry as well. The chemistry was like times 100, but even without Gnabry, he was cooking both of them, especially Carreras. Carreras was having a torrid time. And if I was Arbeloa, I would have taken him off just to spare him the embarrassment because now his confidence might be cooked now. He might not be the same again after that running. There's a lot I can say about Michael Elise. I think he's a crazy, crazy talent. Did I see it coming? Did I see him be Ballon d'Or levels? No, I knew he was good, of course, because I've been watching him week in and week out at Crystal Palace. But he's reached another level mainly because partly it helps that he's at a bigger stage, and it also helps that he's playing with better teammates, better quality teammates, so you can play better football. Players are finishing your your passes at the end of your passes, so you're actually getting more assists, and you're not getting robbed off your assists because your team is ass, like Crystal Palace. I mean, no disrespect, they weren't ass at the time, but there's levels to it. Michael Elise is showing that. I am a Michael Elise fan. This propaganda of Michael Elise is gonna continue until he wins the Ballon d'Or. So the rest of the team, the rest of the game, it's been a bit of a basketball game. I'll be real, back and forth, especially in the first half. You can see in my thumbnail, I've got a basketball. That's the reason why I put that thumbnail, that weird looking thumbnail. If you're wondering, guys like Gnabry playing counter-attacking football. Like I said, Alicia as well. Stanisic had a decent game. It was a lot of back. It was a lot of back and forth, and then on the other side, it was Vinny Jr. and then Mbappe, Valverde, Gula trying to uh, run the strings in midfield, even though he was playing left midfield, but he was kind of tucking in, and then Carreras was trying to be the guy who made the width going up and back and forth, which didn't help his situation. I guess Elise made Elise's life a bit more easier in terms of cooking him. But yeah, there was times where like it was going back and forth, and the finishing was awful. Gnabry had a chance after I think it was Pitach passing it back to the goalkeeper, and then um, it was like a hospital pass. Gnabry got the end of it, but I think he just didn't expect it to come to him. Didn't think he expected the situation, so he kind of rushed it and tried to hit it first time instead of taking the touch, opening himself and then poking it in. If he had a little bit of composure, he could have got that first goal. couple chances from Real Madrid, but they weren't as solid chances in the first half. Vinny Jr. too many times he was through on goal and tried to cut in and then shoot instead of passing it. He was rushing it too much. And then eventually, before the second half finished, Gnabry getting assist, putting it through for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz getting that goal, even though he's been poor the whole game. I think he was their weakest out of the attack line. He was the weakest one. And then second half, straight to it. First bit of action. I was barely even paying attention. And Michael Olise cutting in. Thought he was going to do the Robin-esque shot, but he didn't. Pump faked them, passed it to Kane. Kane with his low shot, bottom right corner. It was looking long for Bayern. I mean, it was looking long for Real Madrid. I'll be sorry. I thought it was, because then there was times where Bayern just kept attacking, putting the pressure on, but just weren't clinical enough. Eventually, Trent getting the assist. I can't remember if it was a through ball or something. I can't remember, but then Mbappe shoots it, made it just over the line, and all of a sudden, the Bernabeu has woken up all game. It's been asleep for a while, and then they finally woken up, and I thought, oh, here we go, remontada, all of that. Didn't happen, but it went back to being a basketball game. It really did. As for other players, Upamecano almost having a stinker again. I mean, having a bozo again, because he's not. People get it twisted with Upamecano. He plays good football. He is a good defender, but then he has those moments, those bozo moments that he nearly fumbled again, gave it away to Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. tried to go around Neuer and tried to shoot around him. Neuer made himself big. As for Neuer, all game been on it. This was like prime Neuer for one night only. Prime Neuer kicked in. 40-year-old Neuer rolled it back the years. Made himself big, which is what he was always good at, making himself big when it came to 1v1s. He was very good at the 1v1s, on top of being a shot stopper. His 1v1 goalkeeping is top tier. He makes himself big, so it's difficult to physically go around him or even shoot around him. He is not going to give you any leeway, any space. He is covering it. He is a brick wall. But yeah, 2-1 at the end of the game. Still ought to play for next week, but I think Bayern are going through. They're a bit more of the dominant team, and they're going to be at home next week, so it's going to be that too. And Real Madrid, I just never convinced. I'm just not convinced at all. I know they got that second goal, but they look vulnerable. They're lucky. Bayern's finishing was not the greatest. They weren't top tier finishing form. They could have cooked them even more. It should have been a 4-1. It looked like a 4-1 the way they were playing against Bayern. They don't have that inevitability like they did before, and they just look vulnerable every time. They can get counter-attacked so easy, and they're cooked. Yeah, that's all I got to say with that game. There is the other game, the other Champions League game. Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon playing at home. I mean, what can I say? It was a dead game. Last minute goal, 1-0. Havertz scores. Other than that, the rest of the game was just toothless, as usual from Arsenal. They're not interesting to watch. I was barely even paying attention to them. I had to put it on mute. I was paying attention more to the Bayern and Real Madrid game. There's nothing interesting about them. They're just uninspiring. I can't believe they're going to win the Premier League. They're not winning the Champions League as well. So Arsenal fans, they'll get it twisted. But yeah, next season, we cannot allow them to get any trophies. We cannot allow them the way we allowed them this season. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, all to be ashamed of. We all ought to be ashamed of. I'm not including Tottenham because they're never good anyway. I don't know why they're even a top 6 team, but we shall never allow Arsenal to get a hold of any trophies ever again, because this was an open goal. We let them win it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, sounds salty. I don't care. But yeah, like, subscribe, and peace.